right? When we go to school, what do we do when we're there? We comb our hair. Women, you put like 20 pounds of makeup, or not, but you might dress up nice, try to look fit, try to act tough, try to show your friends, oh, look at me, man, I'm tough, did you see me? I hold this girl's hand, I kissed her, I did this, I did that. But deep down inside, when all your little homeboys are done, deep down inside your heart, you're like, oh, I feel horrible for that. I done something. I remember when Pastor mentioned when he lost his virginity, I could relate what he said, that he went and showered and he felt dirty. And when I did that too, when before I was a kid, I wanted to, I don't know what God put in my heart, you need to be married then, lose your virginity, but this world wants us to get rid of something that's holy and precious. Why is that? That's because the devil wants to destroy you, wants to get rid of something, tear you apart, limb by limb, just like a lion seeking to destroy us. But when I lost my virginity, I was like I felt dirty. Just like everybody else, I went to my friend, oh yeah, I did it. I got rid of this thing that everyone wants to get rid of. But deep down inside, I almost cried. It's like, I broke that promise I told myself as a child that I was going to hold on to when I got married. But the pressures of the world just to fit in to some people who could care less about you. Like, why do we listen to people who know nothing, let alone things about God? And what do women strive for? Seek attention, dress however you want. For what? So people can look at you and say, oh, look at me, look at my body, look at this, look at that. To let you girls know, beauty, true beauty, is a woman who loves and worships the Lord.
Yes, amen.
Because your beauty will expire. And when you're married, hopefully, I pray to God you marry a godly man. Because if you become wrinkly and everything's going to happen to us, what's going to keep that man from still loving you? Honestly. He's just going to look down upon you, look at the next girl, and just put you aside. And that's the reality of it. No one's going to admit it, but that's the way men think. That's what men are designed for in sinful nature. Just not caring, just living out of lust, just to brag about their friends. Look what I got, look what I got, it's just bragging rights about how stupid we really are, honestly. And I don't like using that word, but hey, it's reality. We're stupid. Men are stupid, women are dumb. We all do stupid things. It's just a fact. Humble yourselves and just admit that we do stupid things for stupid people, so we could brag how stupid we really are. And I'm sorry if it offends anybody, but hey, that's the truth, man. But also, men, women. I mean, before becoming to Christ, I would go to work and I would rush my shift, just go home, get in my car. It's like 15 minutes before, I need to go get a 12 pack, I need this, I need that. I would just rush, man. I was like, I need beer, I need booze. It was like, if I could use this word, I felt like a vampire that needs blood. Like, I crave it, man. I crave it. Like, once I had it, I felt like a wolf howling like an idiot. But that's how I felt inside. But after a couple of shots and after a couple of drinks, you start feeling sorry for yourself. You start looking at yourself, man, dude. It's like exposes your weaknesses and puts your emotions on your sleeves. And whoever you're drinking with, you expose those emotions to them. And usually it's just like a pity party. It's the same situation over and over and over and over again. I remember when I used to drink with my friends, they would just talk about the same thing, same stories, same songs, same problems. Talk about all the problems, but we don't talk about what we're going to do about it. It just piles up after a problem, and just, it's ridiculous. And also, drugs is another part. Usually when you drink, you also sometimes labor for drugs, because sometimes in life you might go through difficulties that you don't know how to deal with. So you feel like, maybe an out-of-body experience will help me, or maybe a different mindset will help me. I remember when I used to smoke pot, every time I smoked pot, I had a different mindset, and it stuck with me. And every time I kept smoking it kept changing my mind. But it came to a point where it just really devastated me and just made me so paranoid. Same thing with alcohol. There was times where I would cry myself to sleep, because I was just a slave to it. I just felt like in my life, this is who I became. And the world will tell you, there's no way you can get out of this. There's no way you can get out of it. All you need to go to AA meeting to do this. Only by the move of God, His grace and mercy, can you break those bondages. And that's a reality.
That's right.
You know? Even with cigarettes, I used to smoke 2 packs a day, man. And before that, I stopped for like 3 years and I picked it up again. You know, when I met Shiromi, I didn't drink that much. I didn't smoke that much. So it was a new experience. Oh, I have a girlfriend, this and that. But after a while, that feeling of love and new affection dies out. And you feel numb and lonely. Even though I was with her, I just felt lonely. And I just felt like I needed to escape something. I needed to experience something else. And just consuming alcohol or drugs. This world wants you to do that. This world wants you to feel like, look how much money are put into advertisements for alcohol. That's $1 billion industry. Could you imagine what would happen if alcohol was banned? How many riots there would be? How many crazy people will be out there in the world that there is? People will flip out, man. Imagine if God could move those hearts of those people who make the alcohol industry to use all that money for God's glory and grace. We wouldn't be suffering as much as we are. Countries will have food to eat. Mexico will have stuff to do. They wouldn't want to try to be over here. You know, we'll try to help them with their government or something. Something useful instead of just drowning people and getting them addicted to it so we could get money off of it. Same thing with nicotine. It's just destroying ourselves. Same thing with sex. In school, it seems like, oh, today I'll have my intercourse or whatever. Or I'll try to impress this girl to do whatever I want. Same thing with girls nowadays. It seems like girls are just as bad as boys are. You know? No shame, no guilt or nothing. You know, they act like they're cool. But deep down inside, women and girls and men they're hurting, man. They really are. They just don't want to admit it. They just move along with the crowd. Oh, this is what they want me to believe, so I'm just going to go along with the flow. I'm not going to use the mind that God gave me to think and say no, or just come to a realization, hey, history repeats itself. And you hear thousands of stories of kids drinking, consuming themselves with alcohol, with lust and adultery, and smoking and all that. But we don't learn from that. Why is that? It's just so repetitive. You would think, hey, by now, you think we will understand, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that. But yeah, we don't learn. Like we're like so stubborn, like I was. I had to fall really hard, man. God had to strip me of everything in order for me to get in here and to listen. Even then, just being in here, you know, I wasn't saved or nothing. It takes a while, man. It takes God to really break you down and mold you. You know, I like how America's going along with this. We should tear down the border. How about we tear down the border that we have in our hearts and let God in us? Why do we have that border, man? You know, we'll always have our shields. Someone's trying to hurt us. The person that will not hurt you and loves you is God. That's the one that we need most. But yet that's the one that we always reject and don't want. We always want people, we want popularity, we want fame, we want people to talk about us. But the one that you want, that always wants you, is Jesus. I mean, He's a king. Even if you knew every celebrity in the world, who cares? They all suck. Jesus Christ is the King of Kings. He's the one worthy of talking about, not Trump, not anybody. Not some dumb rapper who tells you to consume a bunch of drugs and act a fool. Or all these women, oh, look at me, I slept with 1,000 men. Yeah, but you have STDs and you can't even look at yourself in the mirror. You know? This world wants to destroy us. This world is getting darker and darker by the minute. It's going to get worse. I mean, you guys are going to be saying the same things I'm saying now to your kids or your grandchildren. And you're going to say, hey, how come you're not learning? Because we have to experience that. I wanted to mention a couple of songs that embrace that style of how the world wants you to do and what you wants you to labor for. Like, this song might be kind of old, but the title itself speaks for itself. Where it says, "Work hard for the money." How many times did we hear that? Like, hey, I don't care about nothing. I just care about money, respect, and like whatever. And the other, one of the other songs is called "Working Hard for the Weekend." For what? To spend your hard-earned money on alcohol and drugs and booze, and just throw it on women like disrespecting them. And there's another song. I don't remember who wrote any of these songs. I forgot. It doesn't matter. But one called "Money Changes Everything." Does it really? If it does change everything, that means that money is in your heart. It is controlling you. It is an idol. The Bible says that the love of money is the rule of evil. Why is that? Money can buy pretty much anything corrupt and vile that any man wants, any woman wants. It could even buy you a fake family, fake friends. It could buy you sex. It could buy you cars. It could buy you anything you could want, or anything that you boast on your fake little life on Facebook. Money can make that true. But deep down in your heart, you know that's not. You're just being fake, and money will just be consuming you every day, man. And it'll numb your heart. Because money perishes. I've never seen a funeral that has a U-Haul behind it. You don't take the stuff with you. What happens to all the money? It goes away or just goes to somebody else. You can't take that with you. It's not like you could buy your way to heaven. Oh, here you go, Jesus. I got $500. He helped me out.